Are you ready to build passive income as a recruiter? You better check out this video right now and I'll tell you a few tricks. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. If you have not seen this channel before, it's all about upping your game in the recruiting industry. So let's get to it. Let's make some money, honey. All right, so passive income. So can you be a freelance recruiter? Can you actually make some good money from that? Is that going to be worth your time? Can you have a completely other job? I'm asked all of those questions all the time. Can you have another job and also be a contract recruiter? Yes, you can. Are you ready to put your hustle on? Because that's what it is. Recruiters have to sprint. In order to, and especially to be a freelance recruiter, you have to sprint and you have to be pretty strong up here as far as mind goes, because you have to be able to be in it when you're in it. Now, I have a girlfriend that has 3 contract recruiting jobs and she kills it. I honest to God, I listen to her all the time. I'm like, how can you work for 3 separate companies, get these all straight? Anyways, it's mind-boggling to me, but she does it. And she charges full-time for all 3 companies. Pretty damn cool. So that's a little bit easier, right? Because she's in recruiting. There is no other focus. So now you're thinking, can I do my job at the bank and still be a recruiter? Again, you can. And actually, so let's just say you have a 9 to 5. If you're doing tech recruiting in particular, and I'm going to speak to that because that's what I know, that's my genius, right? Is a lot of the engineers start pretty late in the day, so therefore they go pretty late in the day. They're more of like an 11 to 7 kind of employees. It varies naturally, and it also depends on where in the United States you are. But let's just say you're doing your 9 to 5, and you go get dinner, you re-energize, you're at 6, you start to source. Actually, you will probably get quite a big response rate from those people, because that is think about this. It's the end of the day, your boss just yelled at you, you're tired, you hate what you do. You're going to get back to someone at the end of the day as opposed to the beginning of the day, more than likely. So your response rate will be great. So you could do that. But what I recommend is picking up contracts where you can build top of funnel or just handle inbound for this company. The reason being I say that is because the candidate experience and those conversations, that might be a little difficult to have as a part-time gig, because it's going to start consuming your mind. You're going to start thinking about all these candidates, because if you have to close these candidates, it's a completely different ballgame. And I do not know a lot of people that are able to turn on and off their brain. It's very difficult. There is a science to it. I have been practicing, but it's because I have to shift my focus so many times. Business owner, CEO, by the way, 2 different things, recruiter, instructor. So I'm doing all those different things. It's very difficult and it's exhausting. So could you handle the full thing? You could. But it will be difficult, and I have a feeling you're going to start hitting your head against the wall because you're not going to see the wins right away, which is, again, is why I say get a contract to build top of funnel or to handle inbound. You could also use those freelancing sites, which actually do pretty well, and we'll put that in the bio below is Reflex and Recruiter.com. I don't know enough about either, so take this as a grain of salt, but I do prefer Reflex. The reason being is because you can make better money over there. However, I'm going to contradict myself. You might need to do the whole process. So although you can make more money, the whole process, I don't know how much time you actually have for that, or if you're going to be hitting your head against the wall. Whereas Recruiter.com, you could easily pick up these contracts. But you could also go on LinkedIn and pick up these contracts as well. And actually, that's probably the route I would go, as opposed to using freelancing sites. But again, it depends on how much you want to be involved and how much you can handle. How is the company going to pay you? Just via your social security number? Are you going to set up your own company? That's a whole separate ball game that I'm not getting into in this video. But there's lots of different things you can do. Another thing that you have to realize, and I see this mistake all the time, please don't do it, is the people that are trying to do the side hustle recruiter and have also a job. Let's just again say you're at the bank. I don't know why I say bank, but you have to have a separate LinkedIn profile. If your profile is not on point, no one's talking to you. I'm sorry. There could be 1 in a million, not 1 in a million, okay, fine, 1 in 1,000 maybe, will actually get back to you. People need to know why you're messaging them, but not only why you're messaging them, they want to know that you're the expert. Remember, recruiting gets a pretty shitty reputation, right now. So that's why you guys are all helping me bring this industry and set standards. And we're setting the standards via Thriversity through education, right? We're going to get that training going. But they tend to not love recruiters. And so if you don't have what your specialty is, and this is your job, why are they going to respect you as a recruiter if essentially you're not respecting the recruiting industry as a whole, because you're not just a recruiter, you're also doing a couple other things, which leads most people to believe, why do you need another job? Are you not a successful recruiter? Now, I'm not saying, again, that you cannot have passive income as a recruiter, because you absolutely can, and you can do really well with having this side hustle as a recruiter. I'm just saying that's from the outside looking in. Because I remember when I started recruiting, I also was still bartending. I was like, I don't know this job. I need to still make money. I like the cash, like the fun, like all that stuff, right? So I didn't stop. My boss at the time came to me and he was like, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Stop bartending. Actually give it your all and see what happens. And I was like, I can do both. It doesn't interfere. So the thing is that I wasn't taking that full leap to be that recruiter and to put all of my brain power and energy into it. Right after that, it really took off. But now you're thinking, Brianna, this video is about passive income as a recruiter. Agreed. But I'm just telling you that if you have any desire to get into recruiting and you want to do the passive income before you take that leap, be my guest. And it's great and you can do it. I know lots of people that do, but I'm just also giving you the other side of things, that when you are ready to fully leap is when you will see most likely the most success. When you are a contractor, you are constantly looking for a new gig. And depending on your anxiety level of things, your confidence, getting the door slammed in your face, depending on your resiliency with stuff like that, will depend on if you actually can pick up new contracts all the time and keep moving and just not care. So when I was talking about my girlfriend that has 3 incredible recruiting contracts, holy moly, she's used to it. She doesn't care. She doesn't get attached. So she's been able to build up that resiliency. She's also been a recruiter for like 15 years, so she networks really well. So I'm just giving you 2 sides of the stories here. Again, you can do it really well. There's a couple sites below. Do your own research for sure. I also recommend, on a side note, is getting with another recruiter, doing your research, and doing splits with them. I have a couple agencies that I really enjoyed when I was at Techies, and they were recruiting companies that I believed in the person that owned them. We spoke the same language. We both wanted to, boost this industry up, and we ended up signing just a quick little fee agreement contract, and we split candidates and companies. So there's all sorts of ways you can do that, and this goes back to, you have to network, and you got to give it your all, and you got to move quickly. So have fun. I hope you join this industry for reals, but in the meantime, enjoy that passive income as a recruiter. If you do want to go to what I call 0 to hero in 6 weeks, definitely look at our instructor guided course via Thriversity. This can get you there faster. Boot camp, also, you can rock it out. Sometimes I think the boot camp is a little bit better for people that are just trying to pick up the passive income or trying to start their recruiting company rather quickly. So 2 different sides of the fence, both super awesome, and you should definitely check that out. So I will see you every Thursday at noon. Thanks so much. And by the way, thanks for all the love on the podcast, on the Talent Takeover Unfiltered. That has been super fun. And if you want to be a guest also, hit us up. We'll send you some info, send you the guest form, and get you on there. We're all about, really not only bringing up other companies with us, other individuals that want to get into it, but also keeping it real. All right, so remember that money is just a vessel to do all the amazing things you want to go do in life. Go live it. See you next week.